as a platform for cultural conversation between artists through collaborations, through performances, through artist residencies. And our first artist was Clinton Cerejo, and then that just snowballed into a whole realm of possibilities. And I remember Roger Brown, our president, was at the concert, and we discussed if there is one artist that we would like to honor with an honorary doctorate from Berklee, who would it be? And we had no doubts. It had to be Mr. A.R. Rahman. So the following year, in 2014, we had a beautiful sold-out concert at Symphony Hall, which is one of Boston's premier venues. And Mr. A.R. Rahman graced us with his presence. He performed with 109 students from over 50 countries, and we were able to institute the scholarship that we're excited to present today. I think the most beautiful thing out of this entire process has been that there is such amazing talent in India. Our initial thought was to release one scholarship, but the talent pool this year that auditioned was so immense and so filled with excitement and passion and dedication and to the craft that we decided to award 3 full tuition scholarships. So this is an exciting time, and I'm so grateful for Berklee College of Music for existing and for giving Indians this opportunity, and most of all to Mr. Rahman for blessing us with his music for so many years and for changing the face of Indian contemporary music and film music. He's inspired millions, and I know he's inspired me personally, and I know these students are really, really blessed to be the first scholars under the Berklee A.R. Rahman Scholarship.
I would like to invite Berklee College of Music President Roger H. Brown to say a few words.
Thank you, Sophie, and welcome everyone. We're delighted to have you here. And of course, there's no greater honor for us than to be able to honor A.R. Rahman. Let me tell you the story of how we met. When I first got the job at Berklee, it was 2004, and I met a wonderful Indian guitarist named Prasanna, who's a very famous jazz guitarist who's incorporated Indian music elements into his work. And he has done some work with A.R., and he said, you've got to meet this guy. You've got to check out his music. This was before Slumdog Millionaire and some of the films that propelled him to celebrity in the U.S., but he was already, of course, very famous here in India. So I sent him an email, and he responded. And so we began a friendship over email, because I think as much as we admired A.R., he was also very fond of Berklee and almost came to Berklee back in the day. So we've had a long kind of virtual friendship, and then through the India Exchange, we were able to present this honorary doctorate to A.R., and that event was just spectacular in the preeminent venue of New England. Our students performed beautifully. We had people come from all over the world, not only India, but all over to be there with us. And as Annette said, it raised a good bit of money. And so we wanted to put that money to work, allowing Indian students with great talent to come to Berklee and study without having to pay tuition. So let me give you just 2 minutes about Berklee so you know a little bit more about who we are. We're a college of music that was founded and based in Boston, Massachusetts, to teach jazz, blues, soul, R&B, funk, rock, hip-hop, all the contemporary musics that came out of the American music tradition of the blues. Tonight you'll hear some gospel music played by one of the greatest gospel musicians at the college, Dennis Montgomery. But as we have grown and expanded, we've become a truly international school with students from over 105 countries, and many of the superstars of many countries in the world were educated at Berklee. So we no longer think of ourselves as an American school. We think of ourselves as a global school that happens to have a campus in the United States, a campus in Spain, and amazing relationships all over the world, which is what brings us to India. We have this view that India is going to be disproportionately important in the music of the 21st century. And later tonight, I'm going to explain more of the logic behind that. But we want to be part of that if we can be. We want to be helpful if we're able to be. And so coming to India, bringing our faculty, bringing our students, bringing great artists like AR and others who Annette mentioned to Boston. We have Shankar Mahadevan, who will be coming in December. We have a steady stream of artists who now they've seen how much fun AR had. They want to come have some fun as well. The other thing I would mention is that, of course, we know there's so many talented people in India, and most will never be able to come to Boston and go to our school. So we have created online courses. We have the largest online music school in the world, serving over 6,000 students. And we've also created 18 massive open online courses that are free. And over 1.7 million people have taken those courses, several hundred thousand from India. They don't cost any money. All you need is a smartphone or access to the internet at some reasonable bandwidth. So our goal is to make what we do available to anyone and everyone in every nook and cranny of the planet, because we know that the most talented people don't always live in the cities. The most talented people don't always have families who can afford college tuition. Some of them don't even have the ability to get a reasonable education in younger years. So much of the great music we admire was created by people just like that. So we don't want wealth or family status or position to be a barrier to people becoming great musicians. I'm not going to tell you too much about AR other than that presenting him with an honorary doctorate, as I said, was maybe more of an honor for us than it was for him. And I think the beautiful thing that happened was the love our students poured into that performance. And I think even Maestro himself was impressed with the caliber of performances from students from all over the world. And the beauty of this is that it's not just Indian students or members of the Indian diaspora who are excited about Indian music. We had a young man from Norway. We have a guitar player who will perform tonight from Indonesia. So the power of Indian music is being crystallized and shared with people all over the world. So, and then the final thing I would say is that in 1981, I spent some time in Calcutta, Hyderabad, and Mumbai, and when I was in Calcutta, I took tabla lessons. And that's when I fell in love with Indian music. So I have a little bit of a bias, but I think the music is just so deep and fascinating and rich that it's a source of material for the future. The same way the blues has been a source of material for much of the music people in the world listen to, we really believe that essence is here at the foundation of Indian music. So couldn't be happier to be here, and I'll turn it back to you, Sophie.
Thank you, Roger. I would like to invite A.R. Rahman to say a few words, please.
Thank you, Roger, for those kind words, and thank you, Annette. I think it's a new beginning for many things to follow. I've always been wondering, why is it so difficult to learn Western music here? And so by this initiative, I think many doors are going to open. There are many musical leaders being born who can, with the knowledge of the Western music and the whole infrastructure, could even spread Indian music even to a wider extent. And thank you for this scholarship again. Thank you for the doctorate. And thank you for looking at this side and being sympathetic towards education from India and to India. And I hope it expands amazingly well. So.
Thank you. So any specific questions from the media? No? We'll proceed to the photo op. Please stand up and let's do some.
Shall I just introduce the students briefly? Or?
Why not?
Yeah, I think we should. So the whole point of this is that we wanted to find some talented young people to come to Berklee. And as I said, we thought we were going to have one scholarship. And we listened to the students, and they had very different skills, and it was really difficult to pick just one. So we decided to do three. And the challenge I want to give you publicly is you have a scholarship in the name of A.R. Rahman. You're representing the entire country of India, not to put too much pressure on you, but we're expecting you to follow in his footsteps and create magnificent music and be exemplary students and share not only learn from Berklee, but bring your musical traditions and skills to Berklee, because as much as we feel like we have something to offer, you know, whatever you bring from your own training will be important for Berklee. So, and I've been practicing these pronunciations. Let's see how I do. From Assam, we have pianist Ronajit Chalia. Is that right? Okay, good. From New Delhi, Sarthak Mudgal, hand percussionist. And from Uttarakhand, we have Aman Sagar, right? How'd I do? Okay, 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 good. B+. Anyway, so we're very excited to welcome the students, and I think we'll just take a good photo now, right?
Let's do that. So we're going to go in front of here to take the photo up. Thank you. Yes, please.
नहीं रहेगा तो सब लोग क्या करेंगे? Okay. सर थोड़ा सा बाइक लेना है. How was to be a part of Berklee?
As I said, it's a great opening. It's a great start for something amazing to happen. Because knowledge can change everything, and I feel these three candidates going there and coming back with so much of knowledge, not only in music but culture, and the minds will get open definitely, because when they go to another land, hopefully they'll come back and make a difference.
Why is it that Indian music are not very good in Western countries?
Who said?
On the stage.
No, I think it's the duty of every artist to make any kind of music beautiful. If you take Pandit Ravi Shankar, if you take Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan Saab, or if you take Zakir Hussain, Anushka Shankar now. So all of them bring a charm to music. I think that's so important. Any kind of music can, be acceptable if the artist makes it.
Also, you're going to perform today.
I'm not performing. I'm a guest. I'm going to watch these amazing musicians.
Okay. Any of your projects upcoming?
I'm finishing Mohenjo-daro, and my own movie starting, which I'm producing and doing music, 99 songs.
Thank you.
During this process.
Well, for us, it's really exciting to be in India and learn more about the vast musical traditions of India, meet some of the Carnatic and Hindustani musicians, meet some of the Bollywood musicians, and then someone like A.R., he kind of transcends the music of any one country or any one place. Every time I hear his music, I hear some fresh new ideas. So, you know, we believe music has incredible power to make the world a better place, to tear down the barriers that divide people and separate people and make people dislike each other. So one of our goals is to bring people together through music, and being here is a great way to begin doing that.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay.